Hey tubers, we're back for some more drafting on Arena, some more Dominaria United, you know the deal. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. Appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll jump into our pick one, pack one. We have opened a Pain Land. Just straight up worse than the dual lands in this format with all of the land matters cards, or the domain cards, I should say. What do we have here realistically as a first pick? Dragon Whelp is fine. Terra Sunder, decent. Ojanen's okay. Outrider's decent. The land's fine. Not very much excitement here in this first pack. I guess I'll just take the Terra Sunder. But not very compelling one way or another. I'm sure you could take a few of these other cards, but we'll just take the Terra Sunder. Good removal. Hard to pass anyways. Moving into our pick number 2. Again, a pretty weak pack overall. I do like Rulik. Another Sentry, another Bog. A couple of lands here, actually, that we could definitely end up taking if we wanted to. I guess this is another weak enough pack that just taking a land kind of makes sense. Keep us open. I'm going to take the blue-black over the black-red, as I do tend to gravitate towards a blue-black more than black-red. Seems like a fine second pick, honestly. Okay, into a decent third pick. We can just take Extinguish the Light here if we want to. Other decent cards. Shot's okay removal. Lookout's solid. A couple of fine green cards. Infusion, but I think Extinguish does make sense here. Double black may be a little bit awkward, but we already have the Terra Sunder, so we want to be playing a little bit of black anyways if we end up playing that. Yeah. Is easy enough. Into a pretty strange fourth pick here. This is the third Sentry we've seen, and don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with it, but again, not a very compelling pick. Maybe there's just not much else here, like we don't really need to take the Tura after this start. Shore Up's always good. I mean, this land doesn't really do much. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take the Magnagoth Sentry. It's a good blocker. I mean, you play it and it blocks. Anyway. Fifth pick. Alright, a little bit better. We can definitely go more of a control-y route now if I take the Choking Miasma. Strength of Coalition's been a fantastic pump effect. Destroy Evil's always a good white removal spell. And another 3/3 for 3 if we wanted to, but I guess we can lean into the more control-y strategy here. Ooh, as we get a pretty late basking root, or sorry, sunbathing Rootwalla. Another Talus Lookout, another Bog. Worm's okay, Fires is good. I don't see any reason to not just take the Rootwalla here. I mean, this is a 2-drop that can just win the game on its own, you know? Seems good to me. Wow, very late Geyser. 7th pick Geyser, 7th pick Scatter. Those are surprising, as these are 2 of the better blue commons. Well, maybe just 2 of the better commons in the format. That's definitely a signal, I think. We're only losing on a Tortoise. We'll take the Geyser. Into a couple more land choices here, either the Molten Tributary or the Wooded Ridgeline. Green's our baseline, it looks like. Green or black, so it makes more sense to take the Ridgeline here since they both produce red anyways. Not a bad 8th pick. Okay, Outrider on the wheel too. 9th pick means maybe we're just going more of a domain strategy. Like black-green domain definitely could be a thing. Yeah, now taking the Deathbloom Gardener I think makes a little bit of sense. I'm not huge on this card, but it does do some work. Okay, we'll take the Might here over any of these. It's actually pretty surprising how good the Gaia's Might is, especially in the domain deck. It's so cheap, and oftentimes you're pumping for like +4/+4, or if you have full +5/+5, just for 1 mana, you know? So it can not only push in a lot of damage if you're going to be attacking, but really good defensively, I guess, as well. Wield the Kenarud here. We want to take the Goblin Picker. Does that make more sense than the Hexbane Tortoise? I think we just would rather take a green card. We could still be technically doing like a red-green domain aggro strategy too, although I guess I passed the Rulik. Wing Mantle Chaplain. It's clearly the best card in the pack, but doesn't make sense to take it here. You could, absolutely, and I don't think it would necessarily be wrong, but I don't think we're going to do that. We have Urborg Repossession here, Phyrexian Rager, Sojourner's okay too. I kind of like making sure I just get a Repossession. A lot of upside here if you take the Chaplain, but I'm going to stick with what we have for now and just overlook it. Another Outrider's good. A couple lands are fine. Cult Conscripts is very good. With what we have, I think we'd rather just take the Cult Conscripts. I mean, we wheeled the Outrider last time, right? Although, maybe it's just better to take all of the Outriders I see. This card does a ton of work, though, but... trying to psych myself into taking something. We don't need a second Repossession here, so yeah, it's either Conscripts or Outrider. I guess I'll take the Conscripts because, again, we did wheel that previous Outrider, and oh, baby! That is a pick 3 Nemata. What's the matter with you? Nothing now that I have this card. Well, good sign for us, clearly. I mean, we were already taking a bunch of good green and black, so... passing a Root Walla here, another Sentry. We take... okay, well... I was wondering if we could go 3 in a row somehow, but yeah, back-to-back Nemata. Not much to say there. That's clearly disgusting. I guess we're just gonna lean into straight-up green-black then. I will probably still splash Outrider, but I doubt I'm gonna need something like Geyser anymore. This next pack we have a Vine Wall, a Prophecy, another Repossession. I kind of like taking the Vine Wall here over Prophecy, but I think both are good. I'm actually going to go with the Creature, because I think you can get Prophecies later on. Sunlit Marsh here. Rada's okay. A couple more Badger cards and Scout cards. You know what? Plaza of Heroes actually is kind of funny with 2 Nematas. You can, what, make one of your legendaries hexproof and indestructible and turn. We would never play that, but I think I'll just take the Marsh here. It's good for our domain cards, of which we have, what, 2 right now? 3 right now? Yeah, I'm happy with that. This is a very filler pack. We're never splashing Garna because of the double red. We could play the Berserker. We could splash Monstrosity. Both of those fine splashes. I don't really care for Mana Worker. It doesn't look like we're going to be too hard-pressed for the other colors. I'll go for the Berserker. Colossal Growth here. Looks fine. It's a good trick anyway. Necromass looks good. This is the wheel, so don't think we got the Outrider back unless it's next pack. No, we didn't. Okay. Scout or Monstrous Warleech? Because I don't think we want the Idyllic Beachfront, do we? No. Warleech is okay, but... another Root Walla over a second Sentry. I mean, this is looking pretty good for us. Without too much more fixing, though, I probably don't even end up running the Outrider. Just straight up green-black domain, perhaps. Yeah, this seems to make sense. That looks pretty good. I mean, the double Nemata pickup was huge, but we actually haven't picked up that much removal since pack 1, right? In fact, have I picked up any removal since pack 1? If I recall correctly, the Extinguish, the Choking, and the Terra Sunder were all in pack 1, so let's see if we can find some more removal here in pack 3 as we open a Squee. It's a good enough card, but I don't think you want to splash for it in this scenario. I think we have a second choking we can consider. Second Necromass is okay. Blech. Not very exciting picks overall, though. I mean, I could just take the Grove, too, for our domain cards. I guess Braid's Frightful Return is also, like, fine, though. Again, not very exciting. Alright, I'll just take a second choking. There's a Terra Sunder. The problem with Terra Sunder is that it doesn't combo with Nemata, because this already exiles the card. But it's good enough to take here, certainly. Passing a Mire and a Prophecy. Ooh, 3 good lands here for us. Let's just take the green-black land. Passing a Baloth. Yeah, green-black makes the most sense, of course. I mean, maybe I am just running this Tortoise after all. Bone Splinters over nothing. And the more I look at this deck, the more I'm just not very excited by it. Like, yeah, we got the double Nemata in pack 2, but I don't know if this deck has all that much going for it, other than that. Like, we're seeing a lot of decent cards go around, but not for our colors. I can take the 2-2 for 2 here with random kicker upside. Right now, it feels like I'm probably not even splashing the Outrider with such little fixing. So I don't know what's going on in this draft. I don't know if I'm in the wrong lane, or maybe things just didn't come together correctly. There's a Tatiova. Man, that's a nice blue card we're splashing for. Okay, well, that gives us a little more power. Now if I can find a couple more pieces of blue fixing, we will definitely try to make that a thing. I mean, even if I don't get any more blue fixing, we're probably still going to try to run this. Okay, we'll take the Badger now. We've passed quite a few of these, but they're fine filler cards. Another Sentry, Prodigy, or now a Crystal Grotto. I wonder if I need that Grotto. Or if I'd rather just take another 4-4 Reach. Yeah, I'll just take another 4-4 Reach. If that was a blue dual land, we would take it for sure, but it wasn't, so we don't have to. I think there might have been two. There was a Tangled and an Contaminate that could wheel together. Was this the pack, though? This might have been the pack that had both of them in it. Yeah, might not have come back around. We could take the Scout the Wilderness too, but eh. It's a pretty lackluster pick. Shoot, I don't know what I was supposed to do this draft. I feel like I just didn't see very much good black removal. In fact, we didn't see very much good green removal either, did we? We saw no bite downs as far as I can remember. No tail swipes, although that's uncommon. We do have a couple of combat tricks, but sheesh. I don't know what to think of this deck. I can't tell if it's good or not. It's got 2 Nematas, it's got a Tatiova. But does that make the deck good? Let's see, I've Extinguished, 2 Choking, 2 Terra Sunder. But you can't always count on the Choking to be good removal. I guess we have the Bone Splinters too. I mean, I'm sure this deck will play out fine. Oh, I didn't get a Shadow Prophecy. We passed a couple and didn't get any back. So this deck actually not a ton of ways to draw cards. I guess Nemata can draw some cards. What do we have for Domain again? We have 2 of these and 1 of these for Domain. Obviously going to be running the Aquifer for the Tatiova, and obviously running the Mire, but do we even need these two? I guess we do. They're good enough with two Root Wallas, plus they add one of our main colors, so it's not like the biggest issue. Okay. Deck looks fine. Not very exciting. I will not be surprised if we get like 2 wins with his deck, but similarly, I wouldn't be surprised if we just get like randomly 7. So what are we going to need here? We do need at least 1 or 2 blue sources. Islands to say. So let's see, that's 6, 7, 8, 9 black. That's too many black. 7, 8, 9 green. Can I get away with 1 island? 2's probably preferable. But I don't think we're running the Scout the Wilderness. So our creature count, 14, that's fine. Yeah, I'm okay going down to 8 green sources, 8 black sources, and then 3 blue. Obviously, we have much more green than black, but we don't have any double green save for the Tatiova, and we do have 3 double black cards, so I think that's okay. Alright. Well, unappealing green-black, but we have double Nemata, so let's see if we can do some stuff with that and head off to round 1 here. Go, go, we go. We're on the draw. We can keep this hand. Hopefully the choking can stabilize us versus any uber aggro. Ooh, as we do find a Nemata immediately. Vine Wall from the opponent. Okay. Found an island with the Vine Wall. Drew a Badger. Yeah, we'll go ahead and run that out. They have a Scatter. Good stuff. Oh, they let it resolve if they do have a Scatter. Magnagoth Sentry. Well, let's run out the Nemata. Hope they don't have removal. Don't do it. You can read, but no touchy. Just play out another 2 toughness creature or something. Play a couple 2 toughness creatures. We do have a 1 Urborg Repossession in the deck. Also, just a second Nemata. Assuming this one dies somehow. I see no reason to get aggressive here. We can just pass. I like holding up Extinguish in case they do find a punch effect or whatever. They're gonna go for Prayer of Binding. Okay. Huh. Well, now they're letting me get an extra token out of the deal. Wonder why they didn't main phase that when I was tapped out. Kind of strange. Remember, we have 2 Terra Sunders in the deck. Oh, of course. The reason is we know they have Essence Scatter. Right. Disregard me. Sure. Alright, let's go to combat. Okay. I'm gonna lead off with the Gardener, and if they want to scatter this, we're okay with that. Yeah, I mean, I'm still putting it at like 80% they have scatter in their hand. They might be flooding out a little bit, but we can deal with like a 7/7 if they play it here. They're just gonna play out a Strider. Sure. Not bad. We'll use the Gaia's Might here if they block with the Strider. Excuse me. Combat tricks are our good removal spells. I don't think I want to play out the Tortoise. Not when they have the Scatter open. I don't really care if they counter this, but it just gave them a really good usage of their mana to do so. Because now if they tap out for like Treebeard or whatever, they can't hold up Scatter and we can just resolve underneath it anyways. There's the classic Shore Up. No blocks. Aha, there's the Terrace Under. So now we have some good stuff going on. Alright, so I'm going to go attack with the Badger. See if they block with their Micro. Perfect. Now we're going to go for Terrace Under on the Prayer before damage is dealt. Yeah, you can't Essence Scatter that one, can you? We'll see if they want to shore up their Micromancer to keep it alive, and then we'll go for the Might if they do. Oh, maybe they have a different removal spell. Destroy Evil or something. Nice, they're gonna go for it. Alright, so we're gonna go for the Might here. Actually, I can kick... I lied. I can kick my Colossal Growth instead. Because we have the Gardener untapped now, so we'll push through for Trample still. So 3 Trample damage, get another Saproling. Very good. Say go. We have not drawn many lands this game, have we? I've only seen 5 lands in 15 cards. Opponent's over there on 8. I guess they grabbed one with Vine Wall, though. Ooh, excuse me. Hiccup. Stall for time. Okay. Yeah, I'm fine taking another hit for 4. So is it time to get scattered? I guess it is. They have plenty of mana now. Yep, I mean, they've had that since like turn 3 or whatever it was. We knew that. We didn't care. Another Vine Wall, sure. Okay, there's another white source. I don't think they can afford to attack there, yeah. And we just get to attack without care. Ship them all in. Remember, Nemata can sacrifice Saplings. Alright, we'll go for the Might. The game. Nice. And at that point, we could just sacrifice a couple Saplings to draw some cards with Nemata's ability, so... Okay, that went well. However uninspiring. Maybe the deck is good enough still. On to game number 2. Decent enough hand. Couple 2-drops, couple 3-drops. And inevitably, the Nemata that we will draw. Salvaged Mana Worker. Both my islands in the deck? I guess it is. I don't think I need to lead on Vine Wall since we don't need any lands currently. I mean, obviously I want swamps or black sources at some point, but I have Gardener in my hand anyways. I guess they name Gardener or Badger here. I guess they could name well, they could name anything realistically. I will say, if I were them and I saw my opponent's hand was this, I'd be pretty happy. None of these cards are particularly threatening. Alright, they're gonna name the Gardener. I think that makes sense. Go ahead and just Badger it up. Baird? What on earth? And they have a tail swipe? Jeez. Tail swipe pass, make a 1/1 token, I guess. Oh, maybe they don't have to. Oh, I guess they have one of any. No, because they had already used the Mana Worker that turn. I guess what I'm actually going to do here is play out the swamp so that I can hold up Root Wall's ability and just pass. That is a very strange selection of cards that they have over there, though. Next turn we can play Vine Wall plus Marsh plus hold up the growth. Wow, wonder why they're just running that out as a 2/2. Ooh, that is not looking too shabby here. Damn. Lost some really, really nice ones. What can you do, though? Whoa. No. They know all of the cards in my hand except for the choking, so... We didn't see any Nematas go to the bottom, though. Uh-oh, are they gonna go for something? No. Pass again. I still think I just sit back and chill. I'm not in a rush. They're not doing anything. Okay. Alright, yeah, they're just looking for land. Oh, they didn't hit it either because they kicked the joint exploration and didn't see one. Yikes. Yeah, they're just getting mana screwed. Oh gosh, I really hope we draw Nemata here. It'd be such a blowout. It's not bad too. Okay, so it makes more sense to attack here like this. Now that they're tapped out. Ooh, we are very happy with this trade. Okay. Then we can kick. Play out the Gardener. Sure. Probably just going to be attacking with root wallers and pumping them at this point. I've got 4 towards the main, so I can make this a 7/7 right now. And that is what we will be doing. I don't know why Auto Tapper tapped all my green, but so be it. We still have the Gardener, I suppose. Captain's Call. A lot of Tokies. Keep pushing. Could almost have killed them there with the Colossal Growth, which they know I have. If they tap out again, they're gonna die. Okay. I will take your 1 damage. I accept. Pass. Alright, well, let's see what they have. I've drawn quite a bit of land, but thankfully these root wallers give me something to do with all the mana. Okay. Well, I don't think I need to get greedy. I think they have too much mana open, so we're just gonna pump here and pass. I will whittle them down if that's what they want to do. I know I can go for lethal, but they also know I can go for lethal. Okay, well, now I'll go for it. Maybe they don't know I have the red available, but this feels like bait. Also, it tapped me out of green again. What is... Ah, this works. Alright. Alright, GG's. Boom, baby. So you'll notice there that they let first strike damage resolve first. And then we waited until all of that other stuff occurred before we went for anything. Good, good, good. Alright, 2-0. Game number 3 we go. This hand has a bunch of colors, so I guess we shall keep it. Just lead with 3 duels, and then turn 4 we'll kick the Prodigy. It's fine. I guess we might lead off with Sentry instead of Prodigy, just to get on a little bit of a larger threat on the board. Well, I have a bad feeling. So I'm gonna actually go ahead and just Prodigy instead. I need to dig for some removal. One of our choking would be really, really good here. We'll block, and they might very, very well just have a timely interference, but not much I can do about that. I don't think this is going to be a good matchup for us if they have too many pieces of interaction. So if they attack, we'll block the amplifier. Force them to use a trick. Oh, they're just gonna straight up fires. Wow, okay. Yeah, we are gonna... I mean, maybe they have a scatter too, but... if they have like some Tolarian geysers or stuff, we're gonna be in a really bad spot. So gross. Alright, I'm at 8. Ideal scenario is they play another creature that I can, and then I draw choking. Oh! Well, sometimes, friend, it really do be like that. I apologize, because that might have just won us the game now. The actual best possible scenario just happened. Wait, in fact... Oh, you know what? So they drew... Wait, no. Why didn't they just amplify? That's the real question. They must have already had the amplifier in their hand. Man, I wish I had a land here as well. They should have just kicked their amplifier the previous turn, feels like. It's actually kind of crazy how badly I needed to draw land here. Because they can still tempo me out. What I could have done this last turn was repossession Divine Prodigy back and then kick it and presumably get a land. Alright, so they're going to bounce my mass. Yeah, I'm going to go to 3. Alright, that's good. I'll make a land, a creature. Guess I'm gonna play it safe. Slightly safer. We don't want to run out the Nemata yet, I feel like. We'll just run out the Sentry and pass. We're still on the ropes. Sheesh. I mean, I can't win if they have a shore up, which I think they've had since the beginning, right? Yep. Alright, yeah. They drew very well. What can I say? We had a chance there. We had Tatiova on the battlefield for 1 or 2 turns, and we didn't find the land until the 3rd turn. So I wonder, maybe I was supposed to just Urborg repossession back the lone Prodigy. Maybe that was better. I don't know. They just drew so much tempo, though. In any case, move on to game number 4. This is like a fine hand, but it ain't anything special. Okay, double Terra Sunder's good. A couple pieces of removal. I might be running out this Prodigy on turn 2. Guess now that they're not doing anything, we can probably wait. Now we have, well, we've drawn basically all of our good removal, so that's useful at least. Yeah, as much as I don't like running this out, especially when I draw choking, I don't have any lands. I'm gonna absolutely use this like this. And if they want to attack, I will trade. That vine wall's nice. Come on, get us some land. Blue, red, green, or black. And sadly, I need to take the second black source here over blue. Alright, well, it looks like choking Miasma is going to be really nice here. Although I'm just going to take this hit and see if we can get a little bit more value off of our choking. But we have a bunch of other removal in our hands. I guess I should be chumping with the Vine Wall for a turn too. Because next turn I might be able to cast the Necromass if I draw land now. Sure. So that will have to extinguish. Doesn't die to choking. Okay. Well, I'll attack for 2 and just fire off the choking now. It's not going to get much better. Leaves us with a 3/3 and still 2 more good removal spells. Espionage. That's nice. We get to discard the uncastable Tatiova, and now we can cast our Necromass. Though sad that we did just draw a blue source, but hey. They need removal. They like. We're hoping they just play some random creatures and not removal spells. Darn it. I think we're very far behind. They have 7 cards in their hand. Okay, that's fine. It's a great Terrace under target. It exiles, so that's something that we would want to exile anyways, because it gets rid of their graveyard value. Sure. Well, we're out of gas, and they have a threats undetected, so they're going to draw 2 creatures here. So let's put the... Actually... Yeah, we don't want to give them Sarah, because they can wait on that one. And I guess we're gonna... give them Nail. And then we can just tear asunder the Nail. One of their creatures we weren't gonna be able to deal with, because then the Shoba would also be a problem. Sure, that's fine. That's a good draw. I think we wait on that, though. They have the amplifier in their hand anyways. That is a big boy. Okay. Well, don't have much of a choice now. Yep. Sure. That should probably do her. Alright, good enough to scoop. Because even if I drew like a Nemata number 2 next turn, we wouldn't have a way to stabilize from that. And they still have Amplifier to bounce something, so... Sitting at 2-2 now. Not surprising. Like I said, this deck is very, very average. 2 Nematas, some good removal spells, but... I mean, I guess it's still above average. I guess you can't have 2 Nemata and... a few decent removal spells and call it average, but at any rate, we're dropping 2-2. We probably need to win out to get back the majority of our rank here. The old aggro 1-drop into Vine Wall turn 2. No plays. All right. There's a red source, and we already have all of our other... Yeah, so... Get the domain stuff. A little bit awkward to have this many tap lands in our hand, but we don't have anything to do with it anyways. Fortis pass. We'll get to enlist the conscript and attack into the barricade next turn. Ooh, okay, so this is going to be a match where we're probably going to need to draw, assuming they have Chaplain, one of our 2 choking miasmas. It's not bad. So let's attack, enlist. So they get 3 birdies here if they play the Chaplain this turn. Two mountains, though. I think we keep smashing. Sure. I think we're supposed to attack with the sentry right now and be aggressive. But we might need to hold it back eventually. Five cards in their hand. What's your plan? Alright. The nerdy birdies are into the red zone. I'm at 17. That is an awful draw, clearly. They have something. Doesn't matter what it is. I have nothing, so might as well just attack into it. If they're going to chump with the Chaplain, that probably means they have a way to recur it. They're making this block. I'm guessing they have like a small burn spell to kill my Rootwalla when I pump it. But it might still just be them having a Ortuck or repossession of their own or whatever. Oh no, they're gonna... Okay. That could be both. They had a removal spell and they're going to kill my... Or rather, and they're gonna recur their Chaplain next turn. Either case, they still have 5 spells in their hand, or 4 spells plus a land. Yeah, choking miasma right now, please. I was able to do it once on that red-blue matchup, where we still lost even, but... Oi, 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 oi. Not good. Not good at all. We might be able to get them if we find our Colossal Growth too. If they just end up chumping the Rootwalla and then we pump plus Colossal. Oh, here comes the Urborg. Yeah. Obviously saw that coming. That's a nice draw. That will help quite a bit. Okay. All right, Tatiova, save me. Alright, that's not that bad, because it's not exiled, so we can still return it back with repossession next turn. Fall down to 8, I'm going to go back up to 10. Nice draw. This might be close. Them replaying Chaplain gives them 2 more birds. But they still have a bunch of unknown spells in their hand. I hope they don't have another Chaplain in their hand. Gosh, where's our choking? We have 2 choking miasmas. Those like insta-win, right? Feels like it. Prayer of Binding. The Tatiova? Okay, we can tear asunder that. I have a lot of cards that will just win the game. Woo! Let's go! Let's freaking get it. Alright, so, how do we play this? We kick this and save our Root Walla. We tear asunder the prayer. We attack for 2 in the air. I mean, I don't know what the likelihood is. If you have 2 of a card in your deck, what's the likelihood of having 1 of them in the first 20 cards? I'm guessing the odds are actually pretty decent. Might have been lucky on that specific turn, but throughout the course of a game, you know? The Goyf. Oh, they have their own choking. Interesting. Well, they're dead on board. Now, if they have a removal for Tatiova, they can't... they're still dead on board here. Oh, no, no, they make a bird. Two mana? Yeah, I mean, land gives me another flyer. This is lethal. Maybe they have like an artillery blast? Nice. Whew. Beat the stinky defenders. Feels good. And we did it without Nemata. But choking, obviously. Kind of gross versus them. I mean, how many tokens did I kill there? 5? 6 even? No, we killed like 5 birds. Something else. This is fine on the play. Vinewall helps us find... presumably a black source. Yeah, okay, well, scratch that. No matter what we drew, we're going to play Root Wall on turn 2, though. Try to push a little bit of pressure. Another red-blue deck. You hate to see it. I'll offer the trade. We have the possession in our hand anyways. Drew a Gardener, so still better to do that. The Drake. Nemata gone, Extinguish gone, one of our chokings gone. That's not what we wanted to see necessarily, but... so goes... I feel like this game is already going to be very hard for us to win. That's a good draw. Alright, well. We have 2 targets in our graveyard for repossession now, so not the end of the world. Picked Keldon Strike team. Yeah, let's soak up a little bit of damage with the wall. It's only awkward if I draw Bone Splinters. And then hope this resolves. Good. Yikes. I'll probably have to tear asunder one of their flyers eventually. But we have 2 sentries and 2 Nematas, although one of the Nematas is on the bottom. We do have some reach creatures we could be drawing here. We're hoping they scatter this. Perfect. Because that was more bait for our Necromass. Yeah, stupid flyers keep beating in. Let's main phase this. Nice. Alright. Creature. Creature. Smack. Alright. My cards are on the table. I'm at 6. Okay. Well, nothing you can do about that. Yeah. I wonder what our best possible draw is. Maybe it's just Nemata? Our second Nemata, since one was on the bottom. What else do we have? Tatiova? Oh, I shouldn't have played out my land, maybe. Or I guess it didn't matter. Sheesh. Alright, good beats. Well, I'll assume I'm dead. You're a little bit too late to the party. Eh, it doesn't matter. They would have to, for some reason, not attack. They might just have like a geyser in their hand anyways, eh? If they get scared for some reason, who knows? Darn. They didn't buy it. Alright, GG's. Well, given how many people I had used choking on, it's only fair I get Firestormed in return at one point. Or Wrath at one point. Obviously, Firestorm's a little bit more strong. 3 and 3. I don't know. You tell me, how good was this deck? We had 2 Nematas, we had 2 Choking, an Extinguish, 2 Terra Sunder. I don't think this deck was bad, it just looks very, very average. Even with 2 Nemata, I think it was very, very average, so... That's the way it goes sometimes. Average is average when we ended up with a 3-3. GG's. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed. We'll see you back tomorrow for some more. Peace out.